What's going on, guys? Well, watch us back again with another video for you guys. I hope you're all having a lovely day slash evening. Another day till the weekend, but for me tonight, Ramadan is starting. Ramadan Mubarak to all the people that are doing it. Of course, fasting for the next 30 days. I'm not sure how much I'll be uploading for the next 30 days. I'll try to upload as much as I can. Of course, with the Q&As happening if this channel hits 10k. But yeah, this video here will be about the transfer gossip around Chelsea in the last 24 hours. Some important updates for you guys to be aware of, because as the days come by, we're going to be finding out whether Chelsea very soon will be in the Champions League next season or not, if, we don't finish the Premier League this season. So if you enjoy my content, help this channel out by liking this video, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the bell notification to stay all tuned while Chelsea. Like I say in all my videos, please comment your thoughts and opinions on each topic I speak about. So yeah, the first topic we're speaking about is from the French outlets Le 10 Sport. They have said Chelsea are interested in signing Lille striker Victor Osimhen and centre-back Gabriel Magalhaes, and they have contacted Lille about the pair. Now, of course, as we know, Osimhen has scored 18 goals in all competitions this season, and we know Gabriel is linked with different clubs, not just Chelsea. There was Arsenal, there was Everton, of course, that have put a bid according to latest reports, and also two teams in Italy. We think it was Lazio. One of them was, I can't remember the other, maybe it was Napoli, I'm not sure from the top of my head, but there were many clubs after this player. Now, what I want to say about Victor is, I think, of course, he's done more than Tammy Abraham this season, but Tammy Abraham is learning in the Premier League, which is a lot tougher than the French League. But I think Victor has a lot more to his game. I'm not saying he's there, but from what I've seen from the first season, he's done really well. Now, what I want to say about his game is he's very superb in the penalty box. He gets a lot of shots in the box, outside the box. He wins a lot in the air, and also he presses a lot for the team. Now, we can see that with the amount of fouls that he makes for Lille in general. Of course, he needs to improve on that. But I feel like before we make a judgment in terms of whether he's capable of playing for Chelsea and taking us to the next level, I think he needs 1 or 2 more years at a bigger club in a better league. Whether that's Chelsea or not, that's for you guys to decide. But I feel like, yeah, I can see a bit of Costa and Drogba in him long term. I'm not saying now, so please don't take my words as in like I'm talking about now, like he's that good. He's valued very highly, he's very expensive, and I think for the similar money we can go spend it on Werner, which I'll be talking about very shortly as well. But yeah, this striker here, very good. I have been watching him, and I really like what he brings to his play. And I feel like when I talk about Frank Lampard wanting the pressing from his fullbacks, I think the striker can do the same job like Kante, where he can just press. And I feel like that's what we need with Chelsea, especially against big teams. When we don't control the game, we need to, put that pressure on and make sure the opposition makes as many mistakes as possible so we can take advantage and score those goals, those vital goals. So that is my assessment of the player. I feel like he still has to prove many of us that he's capable of, and we do know that if he was to leave Lille, he doesn't want to be a backup striker. So if he joins Chelsea, he wants to be playing a lot of football. Now, of course, if we do have Champions League next season, which I'll be talking about shortly, then it's obviously possible to play about 50, 60 games a season along with Tammy Abraham. Like, they can share it. We can see who's better from the bench. And of course, Tammy Abraham needs that good competition to improve as a player. Like I've been saying in my previous videos, in the box, I feel like he needs to be a bit more clinical. I think one-on-one, he needs to put his chances away. But he has been carrying an injury, so I want to go easy on him. He's scored many goals. He's scored more goals than most of our number 9s in past history, recent history with Chelsea. So fair play to the man. But I'll be keeping an eye on this player. But like I said, Werner, we're hearing reports, even from Sky Sports, saying that Liverpool have to pay £52 million. He wants to join Liverpool, according to reports. Now, it's up to FSG of Liverpool to pay that money. Can they? I'm not sure. Maybe they can. They can obviously sell players and try and get those funds in. And it will be a massive move if they were. But like I said, we're talking about Victor being valued for about 60 to 80 million pounds. That's too much. United are interested, Chelsea are interested. We're just inquiring. And I think the max we should spend on this player is about 40 to 50 million pounds. A similar price to Moussa Dembele, which is why we're linked with players that we've been, reported in the last 2 or 3 months. The reports are still coming out on these players. Now, as we know about Gabriel, Everton are very close, Chelsea are close, Arsenal are inquiring, and we've got French outlets, French reporters reporting that, of course, Gabriel wants to move. We do know from the president said that there's teams interested in the player, so it will be happening very soon. But he's been speaking on Instagram recently, Gabriel. I'm happy to see my name being speculated with great teams. It shows how good his work has been recently, and he sees many fans of different clubs commenting on his post, which he finds funny. He's also said Frank Lampard was a great player without a doubt. He's one of those athletes that I admired on TV, but we have to be calm with this. It's early, and I renewed my agreement with Lille until 2023. The focus now is to go back and play and end the season on a higher level. So for me, the guys already acknowledged Frank Lampard. I think there is real interest in this player. Now, what I've been seeing in my recent videos, not many, but very little people saying, why do I talk about these transfer stories? Why do I spread news about fake news and stuff like that? Trust me. The Coutinho one, the Gabriel, I don't think it's fake. I think there's general interest. Whether it depends on Sancho going to United, that we get Coutinho, whether it's we're not interested in this defender, we're going to sign a different defender. There is real contact for these players, and this is why I report consistently, daily, every other day on these type of news to keep you guys up to date, because I don't go watch Sky Sports for news anymore. 7-8 years ago, I used to watch Sky Sports Deadline Day with the yellow tie and everything. I used to go to Chelsea to report with Sky Sports probably about 3 or 4 years ago. The game's changed. Social media, accounts like us, creators, journalists that are trying to make their name, we connect a lot more with the community, which is why fans love to see these type of videos, and this is why it is very key that we understand that, because I think there is serious interest, and I'm going to continue to do that. The next topic I want to speak about is Jorginho. Now, of course, he's been linked with Juve, Sarri return, his son, as they say. And his agent has said that he's very happy here, he wants to open a new contract. But his agent has spoken again. He's spoken again and said that 2 big clubs are after him. But out of respect, he's not going to be mentioning their names. And he also wants to make it clear that he wants to open talks with Chelsea to sign a new deal, because he loves life in London. So, who are the 2 clubs? Could be Bayern, could be Juve, could be even Barcelona. Those are the 3 teams that come in my head right now for Jorginho. I don't know anything else. And I just want to say something. You have to look at his career at Chelsea. When he first joined, mixed opinions. Not me. I was very happy with the signing. I trusted him and Sarri. But the fans that booed him, I still don't kind of forgive that. I think it was wrong. We shouldn't really be booing our players. We should be supporting them on the pitch. You can keep your opinions after the game, before the game. But during the game, support your man. He's won the fans back. People were saying that he should be captain. He's currently vice captain. Why is he vice captain? Because Frank Lampard can see that. And if he can see that, it shows how important he is to the dressing room. That's what I want to say to everyone that wants Jorginho to go. I'm very happy if he stays. But if he wants to leave, if he wants to return to Italy for his family and friends, I understand it, because, nowadays, in general, football, people that play the game, it's mainly about wages, staying at a club for a few years and moving to the next one. We don't have those John Terrys anymore. Those legends that back in days, like Zanetti for Inter Milan, for example, that stay for all their career and become a proper legend. We don't see that in modern football, which is why I don't have expectations for players to stay forever. Now with Kante, he's said he wants to stay at Chelsea. I want to see him stay at Chelsea. I want to see Jorginho stay at Chelsea. I want to see us keep our best players at Chelsea. I don't want us to downgrade, because I don't trust the current ambition of the board to sign top players. If I see top signings, then fair enough. If you sell players, that's cool. But if I see average signings that don't make it to the first team, that don't show enough quality to take us to the next level, then why should we sell our best players? And that's my main topics of the day. Those 3 players were the main ones, as you can see in the thumbnail. Now, of course, more reports have come out recently. Liverpool are interested in signing Willian. Why does every club want Willian? I mean, if it's not Arsenal and Tottenham, I'm happy. If you go to Liverpool, you can go. But I guarantee you, if he goes Liverpool, I can see him scoring goals. And that's rare because you don't see him scoring that many goals. You don't see him scoring more than 10 goals in a season. So it's very surprising to see Liverpool fans excited. They were actually happy with the link. They're saying that he'll be better than Shaqiri, which maybe is true. You know, I think Shaqiri is a fantastic player. I told you, those players with left foot tech are a different level, man. The way they shoot, I just love it. Like Van Persie, Mata, David Silva, you know, Shaqiri, of course I just said Van Persie, I'm not going to say that again. But you know what I mean? Like, they've got serious tech. So, yeah, good luck to William if that was going to be the case. But the main topic I want to speak about, I'm going to be speaking about more in depth when more news comes out on it, is from the Mail. Now, they've said points per game tally, which means if we cannot, you know, finish the Premier League this season, we'll finish how we have played right now. So, the teams that will secure a Champions League spot will be Liverpool, Man City, Leicester, and Chelsea. Now, of course, we know Man City are banned from Champions League. However, all cases have been suspended. We don't know when it's going to happen again, when it's going to be reopened. And I think Man City can appeal to freeze the ban in the current time, which means, you know, it might not take place for the next season, but the following season instead, which is why Manchester United could miss out on Champions League. And of course, as we know with Jadon Sancho, he watched Champions League football. And this is why I'm making this video now, because if that is the case, then, you know, Chelsea have one ahead of Manchester United. Of course, United fans will be saying Man City should not be getting Champions League and we should be getting that spot. And that is an argument that, you know, CAS, FIFA, Premier League will have the difficulty in doing, basically. And that's something that we will need to assess in the coming weeks. But right now, reports are saying points per tally, first, second, third, fourth. That's what we want to see. And I think that is fair. It is kind of unfair on Sheffield United, but, you know, at the end of the day, we have to end the season somehow. We know we just have to finish it and we have to start again. And, yeah, Chelsea should be in the Champions League. I saw previous reports saying, you know, the Europe stats that Chelsea might not make it because of the season where we came 10th has an effect. None of that. Arsenal haven't even won the Europa League. They've not been coming top 4 recently, and suddenly they thought they would be in the Champions League. You can stay in 9th, mate, wherever you are, 8th, 9th. I don't even look at you lot. You lot are a mid-table team right now. So I'll be getting into more depth when I research a lot more, but that's what's being said right now, and I think it is the right move. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, subscribe. I think I can talk a lot more. I can talk about the third kit, but I think, you know what, I'll keep that for next video as well. So yeah, subscribe, hit the notification, help me get to 10k subscribers. Or watch us. I'm out. And make sure to all the ones that are fasting, pray and keep it safe, man. And everyone stay at home, stay with family as well, man. I'm out.